Hello, hello, good morning. Happy Friday. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet, and today I am sharing with you the dishcloth that I made this past week, with the Duck Duck dishcloth that Missy at Missy's Yarniverse is doing. Um, and the dishcloth that we did, uh, let me see. I think it's this one. Yeah, was the Nubby. The Nubby dishcloth is what we did. And I believe I had used, it was the Premier Home Cotton. I had a bunch of old Premier Home Cotton, and I don't remember the names of the colors, but I just grabbed what I had, and this is what I used. And here's my dishcloth. I really like this one. It worked up super, super fast. It's made with front post and back post double crochets, so it works up very, very quickly. And um, I think this is a dishcloth that I'm probably going to make a bunch of and just have them for my own use here at home. So this is really fun. I love participating in this because I'm getting so many ideas. And I think even not for me, but I may even make multiples of these and give them in my kids' stockings this next Christmas, for my girls, because I know everybody can use dishcloths. And so I think I'll just make a bunch of these things, and this is going to be Christmas gifts too. So if you're not familiar with Duck Duck Dishcloth, Missy's Yarniverse and More is hosting this, and I'll have her channel tagged in the description box so you can go check her out. Um, and excuse me. So what it is she has these little rubber ducks, and we're using this book right here, the little encyclopedia of dishcloths. I got this on Thrift Books for like $5 off of Thrift Books. I think you can get it on Amazon too. Um, and I believe I'll have if I think I have it have it. I think I have it in the description box as well, so you can pick up this book if you'd like to get it. But anyway, what she does is she has all these little rubber duckies, and she has taken this book, and in the contents of the book, it just shows page numbers. So we have written 1 through 31 on here to number each one of these dishcloths. There's 31 of them. And each week she gets her box that she calls the pond, and it's so cute. She gets her box, and it's got all these rubber duckies in them, and she's written a number from 1 to 31 on each one of the rubber duckies. And each week she goes in and she pulls out a random number of ducks, and she'll just duck, 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 however many, and then the last one she pulls out, she says dishcloth. And then she flips it over to let us see the number, and that's the dishcloth that we make for that week. So it's been really fun, and I'm part of a homemakers group here in my county, and every November we do what's called Homemakers Holiday, and that's one of our big fundraisers for our club every year. And what we do with that money is the money that we make, we give back to the community through the nonprofit organizations, and we make donations. And that's what we do with that money. So in November for our homemakers holiday, we sell, like, we'll have food items, we'll have garage sale type items. We'll have things that we've handmade that we sell, and all that money goes to our club so that we can give back to the nonprofits in our community. And so, one of the big things that most of the people ask for when they come shop is, do you have any dishcloths? Do you have any towels? So this is what I decided to join in on the Duck Duck dishcloth because it's helping me to make up a bunch of dishcloths that I can have to take for Homemakers Holiday in November. So, but it's so fun. And what Missy does in her videos every week, she puts out the video that to pick the duck for the next week. But then she does a second video the same day, and it's called Ducks on Parade, I believe. What it is, it's just a slideshow of everyone's dishcloth that sends her a picture. When we finish our dishcloths, we email her a picture of our dishcloth, and then she creates this slideshow to show every week of all the beautiful dishcloths that everybody's made. So this was this past week. She had her video out on Thursday, and both of her videos went out Thursday. And so I show mine on Friday because I already have plans for Thursdays. So I show mine on Friday. But yeah, so this is what I made. This is the Nubby dishcloth, and it is so cute. I worked this thing up. Oh man, I bet it didn't take 45 minutes. If it took an hour, but I'd say about 45 minutes, and I had this dishcloth made. So it's a um, quick stitch, and it's super quick. And I have been finding that out with all the dishcloths that we've made so far. They work up really fast. Uh, we've done 4 weeks so far. We're working on week 5. Week 1 was the granny dishcloth. Week 2 was called, let me get my book opened up here. Let's see. Well, if I can make my fingers work. Okay, we had the granny the first week. The second week was called mesh, and that's this one, the mesh dishcloth. Okay, then the third week was Nubby mesh, and this one is super fun to make and cute too, the Nubby mesh. So I've got 3. And then this past week was called um what was the name of it? Just Nubby. So we had the granny, the mesh, the Nubby mesh, and then the Nubby. So I've gotten 4 made already. And I've already made, because this is Friday. Her video went out yesterday, and I've already made the dishcloth for this next week. But you'll have to wait till Friday to see it. Let me get these all laid here. So I'm getting my collection. I need to get some cute little bands to put around these for when I take them to our homemakers holiday. So I can't wait. Okay, so let me show you what the dishcloth is for next week. The ducks picked this one, and it's watermelon. So this is the one that I'll be showing you next Friday. I'm going to work on that. It's a really cute. This one took about 45 minutes for me to make, and it uses clusters and V stitches in this one. So really, really cute. I can't wait to see everybody. So if you have not checked out Missy's video for the next week, or her video that shows all the beautiful dishcloths that were made, go check her out. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We are supposed to still, we're not going to get a big storm from the storm that's hitting the East Coast. As it comes through our area, they said we'll probably get a little dusting of snow, but not much, and no more ice. So the ice has melted as far as where I am. All the trees, the ice is melted off of all the trees. We still have a bunch of ice and snow on the ground and on the roads. The main roads are clear, but the back roads, county roads, are still really bad. And so no school again today. Don't know what's going to happen next week. We'll just have to wait and see, because none of this is going to melt anytime soon, because the temperature is going to stay below freezing here. So it's not going to melt anything off. We had a little bit above freezing yesterday, but at night when the weather temperature dropped, it all froze over again. So my husband and I got out last night. We were going to run down to the store that's just down the road from us, the grocery store. they closed at 6 o'clock. We didn't get out till after 6, so we didn't get to get in the grocery store and get anything because they closed at 6. They usually are open till 8 or 9, and because of the weather, they didn't stay open as late. So he's going to run after work today and pick up a couple of things for us. But while we were out, my mom is still here staying with us, and I needed to refill her medications in her sorter for next week. So we took the chance. The home she lives lives in is up on a hill, and so her driveway is like this, and it is a solid sheet of ice. There was enough snow on the top that Steve was able to get a little bit of traction, and he just gunned it. I was scared to death. I sat in the car like this. It scared me to death, but he gunned it and got up the driveway, and so we could get in there and get her medications. But I told her, we got back, I said, I said, if Steve wants to drive up that driveway of yours, and you just really need something, he can do it. I am not driving up that driveway. No. Steve does my husband, he does much better driving on this junk than I do. I get too nervous, and I don't trust myself driving on it. And he does a much better job. So if we get out and go anywhere, he's the driver until all this clears up. So anyway, but I just want to get off here and let you guys know that I'll be back on Monday. Monday will be the first Monday in February. I am pretty sure. Yeah. Monday will be a new month. So that means that on Monday, we will have another stitch for our members only crochet along. And on Tuesday, I will have square number 2 to show you guys and do a tutorial on, so that you can add your second big square to your blanket. And that will be February, and that will be the color of amethyst if you're following along with the birthstone colors. So then we will also have Battle of the Stitches, and we will have Sarah at One Hook, Two Hands, and Racine at Racine with Happiness. They're both going to be joining Heather at Strings and Threads and myself for February. And we are doing and I'll show this in more detail next week on Wednesday. But our stitch for February is called the Cross Hatch Shell. Okay, this is the stitch we're doing for February. And I'm so excited because I already worked up my project, and I can't wait to share it with you next month. I'm so excited because it's really cute. It turned out really cute. So that also Tuesday evening on the 3rd, this coming Tuesday evening, Shannon and I will be live at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, and we are going to start doing lives together every Tuesday night, starting the first Tuesday in February. So that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and stay safe out there. If you're in the path of these storms on the East Coast, I pray that God will protect you and you will be safe, and that everybody just stays warm. And if you pray for the people in Nashville. I'm about 2.5 hours from there, and Nashville got hit hard. I know there's a lot of other places that did too. So just pray for everybody. There are people in Nashville right now that are going on 4 days without electricity, and it's pretty bad. They've got power lines down, trees down. It's really bad. And then my daughter, she lives in Mississippi, and the town of Oxford, where Ole Miss is, got hit very hard, and the college campus there has canceled classes until the 8th of February. People are without power. We know someone that lives there, And he let us know the other day that the way things are, it could be a month before they get power back in Oxford. So several places that have been hit hard by this storm. I just pray for everyone involved, and I hope you guys have a safe, warm weekend, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye, guys.